The Witcher 4 and the entirety of the Witcher series keeps getting bigger and bigger, and in this video we're going to be going over all the new information on the Witcher series, not only in regard to the Witcher 4, but every upcoming Witcher project that is coming out. So let's start off with the next mainline game, which is The Witcher 4, which is currently the most advanced game in the CDPR lineup of games which are coming out so far, and it will be their next big release, and is being developed on Unreal Engine 5. Now we actually have some brand new details on The Witcher 4, but go ahead and check out my other Witcher 4 updates, which I'll leave in the description and pinned comment section below. But in regards to The Witcher 4, we have new leaked information, which I'm getting from RedanianIntelligence.com and GameRant, stating that there's a brand new character by the name of Branko, played by actor Jake Lampert, in where RedanianIntelligence.com theorized that the name Branko itself is a Slavic name, which could possibly imply that Branko is more likely to be from the Northern Kingdom as opposed to Nilfgaard or Skellige, as those locations have more Germanic names. Also from this leak, according to GameRant, we know that Cyberpunk 2077's voice director is returning for The Witcher 4, as the article reads. Lampert's spotlight profile also reveals that his performance of Branko was directed by one Kate Saxon, the same London-based voice and performance capture director who has been working with CDPR since the late 2000s. Now she's worked on The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 amongst another dozen other projects. Not only that, but GOG.com actually has a placeholder page for The Witcher 4, which states the release date for The Witcher 4 will be 2025. Now in October 2022, CDPR said that The Witcher 4 was at least around 3 years away from its actual release, and we've heard in the meantime that The Witcher 4's development was very advanced and it's been going well, and there was no delays or interruptions, and at the same time they're still working on the next Cyberpunk and other Witcher games with other development studios. It seems likely that we could very much get The Witcher 4 in 2025. GameRant also mentioned that these are two separate sources which have now attached a tentative 2025 release date window to the project, and we also know that nearly half of CDPR's 1200 strong staff has been working on Project Polaris since late 2023, and it is likely that The Witcher 4 started production in 2020, which means in 2025 it would have had 5 years of production, which means we could be getting The Witcher 4 in 2025. Now we can also see here the entire pipeline of what CDPR is working on, being Project Polaris, The Witcher 4, Project Sirius, which is being developed by the Molasses Flood, which is going to be a multiplayer / single player focused game, which has had its entire development rebooted in its early stages. However, development is still progressing on that game, and it's going to be a Witcher game targeted for a much wider audience. And then we also have the Witcher 1 remake being developed by The Fool's Theory, which is in fact going to be an open world Witcher game that is going to be a complete remake of the first ever Witcher game from the ground up, with Doug Cockle as Geralt returning in the lead role. But then they also are working on Project Orion, which is going to be the next Cyberpunk game, which is currently in the concept stage, alongside a brand new CD Projekt Red IP known as Project Hadar, which is currently in the IP concept stage. But of course, The Witcher is expanding in other ways too, and one of the big ways is by the creator himself creating a brand new book, as Andrezej Sapkowski has revealed his brand new Witcher book, which is going to be focused on a younger version of Geralt of Rivia in his teenage stages, with its Polish name being Rozdroże Kruku, translating into Crow's Crossroad or Raven's Crossroad or Crow's Crossing and other variations like that. And a quote from the magazine describing this book says, "This time the Grandmaster of Polish fantasy is going back to Geralt's teenage years, who is only taking his first steps in the witchcraft and has to face numerous challenges. Armed with 2 runic swords, he fights monsters, saves innocent virgins, and helps unhappy lovers. Always and everywhere he tries to obey the unwritten code he got from his teachers and mentors. As usual, life spares no disappointment. Youthful idealisms clashes with reality from time to time. The saga continues and the story never ends." Redania Intelligence also mentions here that for many years Sapkowski said he wouldn't write a prequel or a sequel, but it appears he's changed his mind since then. Should he want to write more, this does allow for more books about young Geralt, as it decades before the earliest short stories take place. The book will be released on December 1st in Poland, with the international release date still pending, and the actual first chapter of the book is now available to read in the issue of Noah Fantastica. Now this also gives CDPR the opportunity at some point in the future, as right now they seem to be working on remake versions of their previous games, with the newly remastered The Witcher 3 last year, and now remaking from the ground up The Witcher 1, and hopefully after The Witcher 1 we will also be getting The Witcher 2. And even though we're going to be getting Geralt of Rivia in the future Witcher game, well at least The Witcher 4 anyway, this gives CDPR the opportunity to also create maybe games revolving around the younger version of Geralt, which would keep Doug Cockle as as Geralt of Rivia, or maybe even a new voice actor to voice his younger version, but keep Geralt of Rivia as a main protagonist of at least one Witcher series in the video game world. These will likely be smaller games compared to The Witcher 4 and the next Molasses Flood project, or they could really make it on the same level or scale of those games, but it just gives CDPR more stories to work with in the Witcher universe and opportunities to create more games. Now it also seems CD Projekt Red has posted a job offer for a writer/editor for upcoming Witcher project, and it says that they need a writer or editor in the franchise and narrative team. You will be responsible for the addition or co-creation of almost every comic book, children's book, board game and TV series that will go public and is seen by a worldwide audience. And one of their daily responsibilities is writing scripts in English for comic books, TV and movies, but also trailers, teasers, TV commercials, promotional films and any other story related materials. And this is actually coming from CDPR and not the Netflix team who's making the Witcher series, which means that CDPR is really looking to expand their Witcher and Cyberpunk universe even further, and not only creating comic books and more TV shows and animated shows, but also movie. Now they've already created the animated prequel movie Nightmare of the Wolf, which features Vesemir as the main protagonist, and now they're getting ready for their upcoming animated film Sirens of the Deep. But hopefully this could also lead to maybe some live action movie, or maybe could even lead to a blockbuster film in cinemas. But it really seems that CDPR is going to be expanding their franchises a lot more in the future, and they have a whole load of Witcher projects coming up so far. They have The Witcher Season 4 and Season 5, which will be the finale of the Witcher series. On February 11th, they have The Witcher Sirens of the Deep animated film starring Doug Cockle as Geralt of Rivia. It's possible that we could be getting The Witcher 4 game in 2025 now. We're going to be getting the brand new Witcher book by Andrezej Sapkowski featuring a younger Geralt of Rivia. There were plans to do a spin-off show of the Witcher series focusing on 6 teenage thieves known as the Rat, who were planning to do the biggest heist of their careers on one of the most dangerous crime rings in the kingdom, but that show looks like it's in trouble due to the problems with the Witcher series and may not even be happening. There were also plans of a Witcher child-friendly animated show which would tell basic tales of morality, and it seems like the animated stuff in the Witcher universe is doing quite well, so this is something that could be happening. And then of course we have the Witcher 1 remake being developed by Fool's Theory alongside a multiplayer Witcher game developed by the Molasses Flood, but they will likely be taking a couple years until they're ready to be released to the public. However, CDPR did announce with The Witcher 4 that will be part of a brand new trilogy, saying that The Witcher 5 and 6 will be released within 6 years of the first game's release. So it's possible that we could be getting The Witcher 5 in 2028 and then The Witcher 6 in 2031. Hopefully we get some more announcements by CDPR in 2025 about all the Witcher projects coming, and it really does seem that CDPR is really expanding the majority of its franchises. As we know, they're taking the same approach with the Cyberpunk series, and their plans for the Witcher universe are just huge, especially for a video game franchise. It just shows how loved and well received this series is, and hopefully we get some more projects announced and some more updates on projects that we don't really know much about as of right now. But I will be keeping you up to date with everything The Witcher on this channel, and also everything when it comes to CDPR game. Because I've got a brand new channel focusing on superhero games called Balboa Mania Infinity, where I'm going to be giving you brand new updates for superhero games, from a brand new MCU game that's coming, the Black Panther and Iron Man game, Blade game, and so much more. Still working on those videos, but go ahead and subscribe to Balboa Mania Infinity, and go ahead and watch my other The Witcher 4 updates along with the Cyberpunk sequel update. I'll leave them all in the description and pinned comment section below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 18.5k thousand subscribers. It's absolutely incredible. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you on the next videos. Take care, guys.
Choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.